Okay, today in this demo version of SDS, we're going to look at authorizations and show you how easy they are to manage, and also how easy they are to implement into your workflow for everyday securing of orders. All right, so I'm just going to jump into one of the menus here as an administrator. I'm going to look at the employee rights. I'm logged in as admin. Now on here, as you can see, there's many different options. Okay, as in layout and how much access you have to different parts of the system. I'm going to click authorize sales orders and I'm going to save that. That's how easy it is to grant access and take access away from different users within the system. Okay, so back to the main screen. I'm going to go to my quotes, look at a previous quote we've done. I'm happy with everything there, so I'm going to click create sales order. That means I've received the purchase order from my customer and now I want to create a sales order in the system so I can process it. Alright, so at this stage, as the user, I would make sure everything's correct, and then I would save the order. And up here, the button wouldn't say authorize sales order, it would say request authorization. That means I would request authorization from the sales manager. A pop-up would appear in the sales manager screen that would let them know that this sales order needs authorizing. They would then need to see the purchase order from the customer to make sure that everything's correct. They would then enter the PO number to say they've checked it, and then they would click authorize sales order. Approved by admin, you can see up the top there, it shows the estimated profit, and that means that the sales manager can not only check the part number is correct and the date code specification has been met and all the other requirements the customer needs, can also check the profit margin, make sure that the salesperson's keeping within the company rules of everything that they have at the time. Alright, so that's then been authorized in the system. You'll see the parts are now back ordered. All I need to do at this stage is go to my quick jump menu at the top, click on back orders, and there it is, right, sitting pretty at the top. I just click my preferred availability, create new PO, and this creates a PO in the system that allows me to purchase the parts for the sales order. You see it's already dragged in over here, the sales order number. So all I need to do now is click PO status open, decide how I want to bring them in, schedule the item yes. That allows me to, that means it will ship them as soon as possible rather than me messing around with the ship dates. Alright, and all I do here is click authorize PO. Now as an admin user, I can authorize the PO myself, just the same as sales orders. If I was a normal user without those rights, I would click request authorization, and then the purchasing manager or the sales manager would authorize the purchase of those parts. I'm just going to save that here. Now as you can see, it's tagged the sales order with the purchase order, so when the parts come in they'll automatically be tagged to this sales order. If I click on here, it jumps me back into the sales order, and on here I can see very clearly the purchase order is DigiKey. I can see the purchase order number. I can also see the estimated profit. Please be aware that the estimated profit here is £318. That's because this particular demo system is based around pounds, Great British pounds. Of course, if you're a US user, it would be US dollars. If you're a French user, it would be euros, and so on. Okay, so as you can see now, the parts have moved from back ordered into inbound. That means that the shipping department can receive the parts, then they will go to ready to ship. When the parts are shipped, they'll jump all the way to shipped over here. And that's how you raise a sales order from a quote, how you authorize the sales order, create a purchase order from back orders, and authorize the purchase order